What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mythic Loot Drop, where I test games so you don't have to. We're playing Core Keeper again. If you watched my last video, I kind of played about an hour, gave my first impressions. I meant to leave a grade at the end, but here it is on the screen right now. So just to go through the categories, for my first impression score, I based it on aesthetic, controls, meaning how does it feel to like move around in the game. World building is sort of just storyline, exploring new areas, stuff like that. Technical is like, did I run into any bugs itself in the game? Um, and worth diving deeper, whether I'd play it or not. So, for this first one, for the aesthetic, it is a very pixel art based game. It reminded me a lot of Terraria or Terraria, and so I gave it an 8. It looks cute to me. There's a lot of cute little zones, different bosses and little enemies to fight. I had no problem with the appearance, so I gave it an 8, but it's not my favorite thing. For the controls, as simple as they can get, it was pretty easy to understand. I had no trouble with the controls. For world building, I gave it a 6 because from the start of the game, I know it's part of, they did it intentionally, but it doesn't really tell you anything. You're supposed to go out and explore everything yourself, which, if you love that, this is perfect for you. But I like to have a little guidance and then have the ability to free roam, not free roam to then figure out what to do. So that's just my personal opinion. Gave it a 6. Technical, no bugs that I found at least. I'm sure there are that people exploit, but it's a 10 out of 10 for me on that. And then worth diving deeper, definitely. It did grab my interest, even though I was just saying I like to have a little guidance. Um, Games like Minecraft don't have guidance either. You can just go out, build, explore, have a nice life without ever fighting the Ender Dragon. So it doesn't really bother me. I gave it an 8 because I definitely was going to keep playing it. And with the average being an 8.4, the rarity for this game, based on my first impression alone, would be an epic. We'll see how it goes after I play some more. Okay, so I've played a couple more hours into it. In this next clip, I do show off the fishing because I was excited for it. I wanted to see how the mechanics were for it. From what I had done, it was a very simple fishing mechanic. You just wait till it bobs, get the exclamation point, and you get the fish or the whatever reward you got from it. I wish there was a little bit more challenge. If you like Stardew Valley fishing, this is not going to be nearly as hard. It looks similar, which is why I kind of expected it to be, but it wasn't. So I just wanted to showcase it here. And so one thing I really like about this game was while exploring the fog of war, basically, you can run into little zones like this. So I found this little, like, not dungeon, but like a loot spot, little castle that was blocked off by a wall that I tried throwing a grenade at and it did not work. So I figured once I actually looked into it that I need to play the right instrument or the right music. So here it is, me just trying to figure it out, and eventually I do, and get that loot. And then B. Oh! And then after this last clip, I spent like 2 to 3 hours just mining, going around the cave systems, trying to find a new area like that. And here I was in my inventory trying to get food in my hotbar, and I thought I was blocked, and the guy still hit me with the fireball and got me pretty good, so I died right there. And so I have to go get my loot now. So one thing I really liked was finding zones like this where they're very aesthetically pleasing, very cute little areas. This had a bunch of cattle in it. I was slaughtering them for the meat. I was really obsessed with food after dying earlier, and I found one right here. And then while exploring, this is going to be sped up because it was taking a little while, but it's basically clearing a dungeon. You could not break through the walls. That's not really a spoiler, but I did get to the wall, tried to mine it in like 10 different ways and couldn't get it. But yeah, I really like this. You have to actually build to the different zones. You have to kill the enemies. There's chests spread throughout. I was using that staff that shot the fireball that killed me to pretty much kill everyone. It was pretty good. And so if you really like the dungeon exploring or clearing dungeon experience, I'm just going to leave this little clip here, and I'll get right back to you. So here I am around the boss area. I just wanted to explore all the way around it. I realized you needed to craft an item to summon it. I had the right materials, so I do it. I start the fight. I had a lot of fun with this one. A lot of close deaths. Yeah, just listen to me screaming for my life here. And little did I know that after I completed this boss, I found so many more on the map. I thought I had explored a lot. I knew it was a huge map, and I knew there were going to be more bosses, but not this many. I'm assuming you have to get one to get to the next one, but yeah, it's excited me to keep playing the game. And then this next clip was finding or figuring out the electrical system, how to power items. The generator doesn't need anything to actually generate power. Yeah, I was just looking through the menus. It's pretty cool. There's a whole side of the game I haven't gotten into, and I know there's a ton more that I probably am not even aware of that I'm missing out on. So definitely gonna keep exploring the map. And as I was nearing about 5 hours of gameplay, I'll put the score on the screen right now. So for aesthetic, I kept it at 8. I had pretty much seen everything that I had already seen before. For the most part, it didn't really change much for me. Controls, 10 out of 10 still. Felt very nice, very simple. World building, I upped it to 7 just because I didn't realize how many bosses there were going to be in the game. There's so many different zones, knowing with each boss there's probably a whole different zone. And I've only gotten through 3, and that's after 5 hours. That's crazy to me. For the technical, still didn't run into any bugs. That's perfect for me. Worth diving deeper. I lowered it to a 7 mainly because other than the bosses, I didn't really know what I was going to do. And as I'm playing solo, I know it would be more fun with friends, exploring, fighting bosses, building a base. Playing solo, there's only so much you can do. I know that's probably very false, and you can do a ton of different things, but for me, that's my personal opinion. I just lowered it a little bit, but I'd still definitely come back to this game. And so that meant the final score was an 8.4 still. Went up 1 on the world building, 1 on the worth diving deeper, and that makes this item an epic drop. Thank you. See you next time.